You can't keep doing this.
Starting now?
Listen, this is why sometimes I don't actually start the episode by a countdown. I just say we're live and we go.
See, funny enough, I was like, actually, I had the improv and like that 2-second gap. I was like, wait, what do I do for a bit here?
Should have done a shut up and let me actually. But I actually specifically didn't even say the intro because I'm like, wait. I wonder if he was gonna do it. Sure enough, here you go.
Improving it on the spot.
Speaking of improv, welcome everybody to another episode of the Out of Pocket Podcast. I am Zechs, and joining me as usual is my co-host Zeta.
Hello.
And for this very special episode, we have brought back a returning guest. Hopefully, you can hear them this time. ZRG.
Hi, I like Vanguard, I think.
Yeah. Hey, another tinker. Let's go.
Boy, ain't the past 4 months kind of made us question that now. So,
see, I've always been Vanguard curious myself.
okay. So, here's how the episode's gonna go. We're gonna do our normal show, technically. We're gonna do our break recap, which depends on it. We'll get to that in a second. Then we're gonna go into news, and then we're going to go into the Cardfight Vanguard Divines Deluxe Finals Arc. Yes, that's the full name. God. Spoiler cast and review.
Okay, you're missing you're missing some numbers at the end and a sentence to really round out the full title.
Accent Core Plus R, like
one more finale. I need you.
Did he say this? Okay. And for those of you who are gonna watch the podcast on the regular channel, you're gonna see that this part isn't kind of relevant. But if you're somebody who was only here for the Divine Deluxe intro, which I completely forgot to announce that we were live, you can wait until the end of the podcast, or you can also wait when the VOD obviously goes up on the regular channel, or the specific subsection gets posted on my channel. So that way you'll have 2 ways to watch it if you're watching at all. And on that note, I'd say I also put in that we are also streaming.
Yep.
So bear with me 1 more second. We are. Yep. All right. Let me post the thumbnail. I probably should have already done it, but that is on me. Part of it was me messing around. Part of it was completely forgetting. And switching back to the channel, maybe realize, oh yeah, wow, why are you having this weird? Okay. I just can't spell. And there we go. All right, we're actually back on track now. So now that it's been done, so like I said, we start again our usual break. However, I'm just gonna say not much has happened on my end, primarily because I will say one thing. Bought the Gunpla roundup of the per usual, which is I have now obtained the high grade Unicorn Gun Destroy mode, the Camphor Yule's Dianza, which I found, and these are all like suits I found at a store like near me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I think that's the last one of the thing. And that's all the ones from that store. Oh no, there's one more thing I did find. The high grade Jubilee, which I put together like 2 days ago. Just in time for the reveal of the set 2 for the Gundam card game.
Yeah, pretty good timing.
Yep. And then I purchased online the Wing Gundam Zero Honoi, the Hono, which is a build fighter suit. I've never heard of it before, but it looks cool. I'm like, listen, there's 2 suits I'm getting in where it's a Wing Gundam and it's a Barbados, so I'm cop that.
I'm pretty sure it's from one of the OVAs for Build Fighters.
Then speaking of build fighters, I also got the Star Build Strike Gundam, the Plavsky wing, and I bought the real grade GPO1 full burning. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. Oh, and I finally imported the stuff I have from Hobbylink Japan, which as of right now was the Arian Rod and the Agrion from Trails of Cold Steel. So they're both here finally. They've been sitting in there for like months. So they're finally here, along with a bunch of card supplies from Nikkei. I got 4-pack of sleeves, 3 like supply boxes, and then 2 kind of like, I forgot what these were exactly. Were they like they're more like high quality deck boxes, you know, kind of like the like they're not the plastic like build them up or whatever. They're just like actually like stitched together. I think, I don't know how to say it.
Right.
But yeah, I got those. And I'm wishing I just waited another month. Because oh boy, those terrors kicked my ass. First off,
Whoa! No politics on this channel.
this is not politics. It's money ticks, because that money gone and it's ticking me off. 'Cause that was to get all of this here in 3 days, which they only had DHL and FedEx, cost me $175.
Holy shit.
And guess what got announced the day after, like right after I made that purchase? The IBO special set that's about to drop literally in about an hour from this recording.
No.
You know, Zechs, you could have saved so much money by just having someone on a smuggling boat get you the stuff from Japan.
I don't think that's possible now. I can't go forward the joke because no politics on the podcast, remember? And we're gonna end that there. Immediately because it was insanely morbid too. Anyway, so yeah, I've got them. They look pretty good. I'm surprised because I just realized that they're actually like 80 count sleeve packs. And I'm just like, damn, 80? What the like I'm glad, but like damn, I kinda wish I bought another one. I'm wishing
You know,
for all that
that
money I just spent, I wish I bought some more. Say it again?
You should have been the full 100.
It's I don't know. I thought they were like gonna be like 50, maybe even 60, not 80. Now it's like, dang, now I wish I bought 2 of each because like
80's a pretty bad number.
yeah, now I wish I bought 2 of each to smuggle here for $200. But that is it. I pretty much, I'm trying to think of what else there. Oh yeah, my gotcha corner pretty much been chilling because Nika anniversary next month, and I already got lucky on the Resident Evil stuff, so I'm good. It basically took me like 30 pulls to get both Ada and Jill, so I'm perfectly fine. Claire is free. I don't have to do anything. And whoever they release before anniversary, I can just wishlist them and be okay, so I'm not poor. Think I lost my 50-50 with Wuwa, so I didn't get Bayonetta. But I wasn't really going for her anyway, because Kriang is next in like 20 days, so I also will be perfectly fine, because now that means I'm guaranteed to get him. And then Don Hung drops in like a few days, but we get him for free. So after that, I am pretty much good.
Sweet.
Speaking of, did you know that there was a Genshin Impact stream today?
No, I don't follow Genshin.
No, but I'm just like, damn, that game really did just kind of fall off of all my circles, bro.
I feel like Genshin's in that kind of weird state where it's like no one's talking about it, but like
it's still popular.
Everyone's playing it.
Know about it. It's like, cause I'm just like,
right.
They're like, this is the second patch, and like, I had heard nothing. I didn't even see an announcement of, oh hey, the update preview is this Friday. I'm like, I woke up, I came home, I woke up and I saw a trailer. I'm like, what?
Yeah, kind of that perfect state of game, like property wants to be in, where it's like we can just quietly makes a whole load of cash, and it's just we're a permanent mainstay now. Sorry.
It was just so funny. But
I didn't see the character customization stuff. I was like, huh? What are we doing?
All I could gather from that, because I did end up going back through chunks of that live stream, is like, when the fuck did they add Roblox that's also Infinity, Nikki?
Right?
I think it's like on its way. They announced it like, I think 2 patches ago that they were gonna do it.
It's like such a weird decision. It's the most un-Genshin thing. It's weird.
I don't know. But like, I'm currently fine with Genshin because I also lost that 50-50 to the one character. I was like, oh, that's cool. Now I'm waiting until the only Knights of Feronius characters to drop. They're the only ones I care about, so I'm just gonna sit here and wait.
I need Varka to desperately not be a standard 5-star. I can't let them do this to me again.
Let me guess.
I'm like, I've been playing Genshin off and on a little bit, mainly because like one of my family members needs help with weeklies. But like, I don't know. I don't know.
Let me guess. You were also burned by Dea.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Was burnt by Dea, and Varka is kind of my like. I don't even say I actively dislike any of the designs they've shown for Nodcry. It's just like
No.
I was really hopeful for Lauma because I really like Nilu teams, and I missed my 50-50 on Lauma. I'm like, well, I'm not getting Flynn's because I didn't get a Nefa. So
Yeah, that's kind of the same position. It's like I don't have a full like opinion on Genshin right now because I pretty much like when Sumeru dropped, I also kind of just like didn't care for the game at that point, and it's mostly just like I'm not a fan of like desert areas, or because I've seen most of it be like half desert, half like expansive like growth and whatnot, but it's still like
Right.
Also, for some reason, I thought the boss fight with the first boss fight with the Raiden Shogun was you had to win it because I was doing so little damage. So I was just stuck on the boss because all my characters weren't actually like built.
Right.
So I just thought,
I mean, shoot, Inazuma was my last
I gave
draw.
up. So I just gave up. Only to realize I was like 3 missions off from actually completing the whole thing. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Oh. Because it's
Yeah,
like,
Like, you don't like desert levels. I don't like water levels. Inazuma ruined the game.
I don't think he's in the game, but it's like to be fair, now I also realize why one of my artist friends pretty much kind of dropped off after Inazuma, because it was like, oh wow, that just ends. That storyline just really just ends right there. Like insanely quick. Like they just like, let's just get this out the way. I was actually genuinely shocked. I'm like, huh? That's actually it?
It truly was the Japan level in a video game.
I always think back to how like comparatively rushed the back half of Inazuma felt, down to like in Ayato's character demo, they explain part of why all of the Watatsumi troops were just inexplicably there at the tail end at the at like the top of Inazuma City.
Wait, in his what?
It's like in his character demo.
You mean the trailer? Like
No,
the
like
character?
the
Like
well, I don't know what they're called now. I know they're the like gameplay showcase for the characters were still called demos back then.
Yeah, his gameplay trial, man. Sorry.
Yeah. It was like at the very tail end of it that like the dialogue that he has with one of his subordinates places it like right before, I think it places it like right before
way.
Kazuha blocks the Shogun's attack.
There's no. Oh my god. Oh, that irks me. Is almost as
Can we
bad as
just
how
have
it
a
irks me.
discussion?
That irks me almost as bad as how they did with Firefly's backstory.
Also, To Be Hero X just dumping one of the most important pieces of the lore in a random trailer.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember you said that.
Yeah.
But to be fair,
we
that's
just can't fit.
But to be fair, that's like, I feel like the circumstances are different from that one because it's like the way that just irked me. Of like, man, look at all this cool backstory about Firefly, and then everything, including like trailers for the Game Awards, in game, it's just, hee, I'm your new waifu. I am your basically all but canon girlfriend. Please love me and buy all my and buy every single role, which you all did because you all just fell into the genjutsu.
I mean, at least they had to try for that one. They had to force that one. Everyone just fell for Miyabi. I'm like, am I the only person here that does not care for this character?
I mean, someone who currently does not care for Zenless,
She's like one of the most boring characters in that like first, I guess, set of patches. But the entire fan base just tripped over themselves and like spent. I'm like,
well,
what?
she might be autistic. You didn't see how she was skipping through the sidewalk. Almost got hit by the car when the lights turned on because she was just too busy. I don't know.
I did.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any problem with Miyabi.
See, the problem is that her like second in command's kind of way better.
Like Yi Quan, on the other hand, like, cool, you are special all of a sudden. Thank you. Your first up. Okay. I don't know.
I've only loosely been following Zenless through like other people playing through it. And my only takeaway has been I deeply appreciate that they made Death the Kid into a bunny girl. I think Alice is fucking hilarious.
I wish I could say it was. So I think the other issue for me is like every other like it's kind of that same thing with Genshin's, like every other like thing I see is like it's talking about story discussions and whatnot. Like Wuwa stories bits I've been trying to hide from spoilers because I'm still gonna get through that, but like I see at least something talking about like how like the story was actually generally good or something like this. I haven't seen anyone talk about Zenless. I don't know if it's because of just how it is. Like every time I see, it's just like something crazy going on. Like how they changed one character's design, the GIF incident. Oh god, that was so stupid.
Zenless is in a spot. Even as someone who hasn't played the game in like months at this point. Like it's a game that keeps trying to reinvent itself. And somehow midway through the third reinvention, the Gooners somehow took over fully. I think they're just trying to like scramble and like repair whatever plot they had before like they had to reboot the game, pretty much.
It's like I remember seeing posts talking about like we're not like the Genshin community. It's like, no, you are worse.
You are all worse. Like 2.0 was a hard reboot and the game fell off a cliff. Personally, IMO.
I mean, that is very much opinion. I like playing Miyabi because, you know, Katana Sword Girl, cool with that. But like, I pulled in with Ambi and then I got Yishuan and then that was it. And like, I might go back for the Spooky Trio or whatever they're called. But after that, like, I'm pretty much done with Zenless. Because like, I'm just not invested anymore.
Maybe 3.0 is gonna be great.
Who knows? Again, you're also insane because you're one of the few people who like the puzzles.
Right. I don't know, I feel like it's been like a growing contingent recently. I've noticed like over time. Like people are being a little bit more vocal about like we kinda need the puzzles back.
That's,
The world wasn't designed to not have the puzzles. It's like probably the best way for me to put it. Because the game is like super heavily like urban environments. You kinda need something to break up the flow of like gray building. Like
mm,
some abstraction layer. Frankly, I think most of the problems with like the puzzle thing probably could have been solved if the tiles were, colored for the like area. Probably would have alleviated a ton of problems people had. At least from a presentation standpoint. Fortunately, they kind of threw the baby out with the bathwater.
that's fair. Uh, yeah. Uh, that's just kind of it. Our talk about Nikkei, I just remembered. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for Nikkei third anniversary at this point for them to finally stop pretending like the series ain't going. Excuse me. I'm waiting for them to finally like rip off the band-aid revealed. Oh yeah, no, actually, the whole thing is actually a Jesus allegory the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, the teaser they show for the
I,
third
I, I
anniversary.
saw that art.
The teaser, I don't know if you saw, but like the teaser for the third anniversary is quite literally a picture of all the pilgrims in this whole thing situated like the Last Supper.
Even Anna wasn't this blatant.
It's like the Last Supper. They have a chibi of you on a cake. They have they have all like the other like characters you haven't seen for a while, like their weapons in like the background right next to this headless goddess statue. And they've got like four other
Ridiculous.
things. It's like at this point, it's like, yeah, nah. Yeah, no,
Just say it already.
it's
My gosh.
like I'm just waiting for them to finally show that. And all right, this is your make or break, by the way, because if this fumbles, you said you wanted to do this from the beginning. If this plot line fumbles, just let you know, just let you know, you might be cooked. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that is it for my break time.
Alright.
Anyone want to go next?
Guess I'll hop in. I mean, not too much on my end. Some work stuff, I guess. Apparently, we're now supposed to price our like consoles based on tariffs. Oh no, politics. Blah.
What?
Like the boss just came in. The boss just came and went. All right, guys, you got to raise the prices of all your PS5s by like $50 because of tariffs. Wink, wink.
What do
Still
you,
flying off the shelves.
what do you mean, wink, wink?
Well, we were selling the PS5s for like $350. Now we had to bump the price up to $400 out of nowhere. Because tariffs like way after. Wink, wink. Oh, totally tariffs. Fault.
Sick, dude. That's fucking phenomenal.
Right.
I mean, it's not like you might buy an Xbox. Where they gonna go? Costco?
No.
Oh my!
I mean, the crazy part is we were still buying them at $400 anyway, so I guess it whatever, the boss dude won. Whatever. Anything else? Something that was a little ridiculous. Yeah, they're trying to open up a second store right now. And I've just been telling them right to their face, you guys are kind of idiots right now. You have way too many employees with 2 different jobs that all have to be working during work hours elsewhere. What are you planning on doing? Like, all the employees who had a plan for a second store all have other commitments elsewhere. I'm like, have fun. Good luck working that one out.
Stories about your workplace always just
Right. Nonsense.
yeah, it's just
And then today they're like, guys, we gotta go try to find and hire a nerd. We need to find a nerd to hire for our next store.
for next door. Wait, what?
Yeah, they want a nerd for their second store, and I'm like,
Oh, you mean next door, not next door.
yeah, sorry.
Okay, because I'm like, what?
Why are we doing? Why are we?
What kind of Krusty
right?
Krab
Like,
2 situation is going on there?
that'd be crazy. It's like, why are we doing this? Why are we like? I mean, how many nerds are you going to find? They know a ton about tech, who do technical support, good with customer service, great with sales, know anything about logistics and shipping, and so on and so forth. I want to work a retail job.
Great, you're hired.
That aren't me. I'm like, it'd be really funny if I just left right before the new store was supposed to open, so they have to find 2 nerds in one day. That's actually my plan at this point. I'm just going to do a little funny on Halloween. Dye my hair green and say I'm out. Because the new store is supposed to be opening the first week of April. If I just show up on Halloween in a Joker getup and go, bye.
Incredible. Oh my god.
I don't know if
For no reason other than to really stick it to them.
they might arrest you before you get
Where are the charges? Being a little too funny on Halloween, bub.
So you be like, all right, so you can arrest me, but David's still out there.
Right?
I'm more dangerous.
Why is
than
he still
him.
out there?
Don't know. Have you heard about that?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Should I be concerned?
so
Yes.
yes, actually. So there is. So I don't know if you heard. So you probably haven't heard the story, but there was a story about this. They found a decomposing 14-year-old girl in the back of a Tesla in California. It belongs to the singer, and it belonged to the singer named David. You know, D4VD.
Okay.
If you've seen Arcane season 2, he's the one who did the song during the segment with the with Warwick, like the memory song. He's the one who
I have not, but continue.
Well, for the record, he's the one who did that. He was on tour the whole thing. And through a bunch of like evidence and kind of like people kind of going through this Discord server he owned and whatnot, they found it was this girl, and it turns out that they apparently might have been dating since she was about 11.
Uh oh.
Yep.
And then she went missing for like a couple times and whatnot. And all of a sudden, they find her body in the back of his Tesla while he dilly dallying in a whole different parts of the country.
Holy shit.
And they have not brought him in at all.
In fact, the news report just kind of broke from TMZ saying, "Oh, he transferred all of the ownership of his houses in Texas to his mama." And I'm like, guys, are you just listen? I know there's a lot of things going on right now, but there's literally a pedophile. There's a potential pedophile murderer out on the streets right now, and we just let them slide.
Is
Look,
it bad
there's
that's
a- there's
the
a-
one part of this that doesn't surprise me?
Look, David might still be on the loose, and there may be a serial killer in the Houston area that's packed up like 20 people at this point. But there's a more important things going on, apparently. Like, no one's even talking about Jack the Ripper reincarnating in Houston.
Oh, fucking clown country.
Right?
It's just wild to me. That man's still out.
Still at large, by the way.
Still out there.
Cool, dude.
Uh,
Fucking phenomenal.
that's why the joke gets even more morbid.
Yeah, they'll arrest me heading into my job before they deal with Jack the Ripper or David.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh my god.
Oh, the guy who I totally called out for definitely stealing some games from GameStop came back like yesterday. And he's like, "Oh, it's my favorite employee." No.
Was this said with a knife in hand?
You can, yeah.
Like,
See, we have this great. He knows that I know that he knows that I know that he's stealing all these new games from GameStop.
unwritten rule.
We have a both of us. I have a phone in hand. He probably has a gun in his trunk. We're good pals. But no, bro really comes in here with a sealed copy of like Silent Hill F and then Ghost of Yota, and I'm like, really, my man?
It's like, hey,
We doing this?
you my favorite employee, dog. You my favorite employee. Hey man,
Well, pick an old game. Pick any older sealed PS5 game.
hey man, I got something in my pocket. Let me reach it real quick. We'll take those. We're good. We will take them perfectly fine. Thank you for your service.
Right. Like, no joke, before Ghost of Yota, it was Silent Hill F and Metal Gear Solid Delta. And then before that was Metal Gear Solid Delta and Doom the Dark Ages. It's like, buddy. What? Come on. Not nonsense. All of it. And right now I'm like arguing with like one of my coworkers. Cause like the manager's like, oh, you guys want raises? Let me give you guys some like month-long challenges or whatever. And I say nothing. This coworker of mine, this absolute idiot, takes him up on the offer. And I'm like, buddy, all of us here are essential employees. We can just demand a raise where we walk, and they would have to give us a raise. Why'd you pick up on the challenge? Do you know a single thing about negotiating?
I'm sorry, I only speak doormat.
Well, I mean, he did work in an Amazon warehouse. He's kind of trained to be a doormat, but you know.
Fair.
I'm just like next time we have a shift together, I'm just gonna bring him out back and be like, all right, I need you to come in late every single day by like an hour. I need you to put your feet up on the desk, and I need you to say I'm walking. Zechs, you don't get it. If they fire any of us right now, the store falls apart.
No, I get it, but I'm just like we can't just go on the whole thing talking about serial murderers and then talk about you take them out back. Especially after
Oh,
you just
listen here,
said,
either you
especially after you just said you turned to the Joker for Halloween.
Like, now listen here, coworker. I need you to help me and get some worker solidarity, or you're gonna be sleeping with the fishes, capiche?
That's Penguin.
I gotta run the gamut, all right. I think that's most of the crazy work shenanigans. Card games. I'm definitely dropping Yu-Gi-Oh until something happens in Master Duel. I'm free for now.
But what about your masochist?
It's done. I had more fun streaming Magic the Gathering one time than so many streams of like Master Duel.
Can't believe
Mostly because of a funny cactus. Look, I'm just saying, if you give the Jumbo Cactar haste, it's funny as hell. Double funny if you give it lifelink. It's like, if you block, I get 10,000 life. If you don't block, you take 10,000 damage. I think that's a pretty fair trade offer.
You look at it, give a trample.
Man, I wish. And that would have been a little too broken, I feel like. You gotta balance that a little bit.
Like that is just kind of like insanely hilarious. Like if you block, I am actually now untouchable. Like there's not a combo in your deck that can kill me at this point. You have to either just stall me out or actually pray you find something.
Let me see if I can find the exact card that is the cause of all of this. Hold on.
My problem is all of my exposure to Magic is exclusively Commander. So like hearing, oh, I gained 10,000 life is like, this sounds like the sickest fucking game of Arch Enemy in my life.
All right.
At this point, I would welcome the entire table to look at me with spite.
And yet I'm doing this in one, and yeah, I'm doing this in a 1v1. In standard.
And people wonder.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the card. Reanimate him, have him reanimate the Jumbo Cactar, win.
Of course it's Arden.
Yeah.
I see.
And every reanimate card in standard right now is 4 mana. This is a turn 4 kill. God, it's beautiful.
Wait, okay. It's a turn 4. Is mana that fucking fast in standard Magic?
No, I'm just using a cheap 4 mana reanimate spell. In Golgari. I just mill the deck out, get Arden and the Cactar in the graveyard, and then go to town on.
I see. All right, I understand. I don't know why I was surprised by this. I fucking play Angel Abyss and Evolve. We play Israfil on 6.
Yeah, that's how we did it. Climbed like 2 ranks in like 2 days.
Oh my god.
You.
Beautiful. Great set, by the way. Arden's perfectly balanced. Everything's perfectly balanced except for Vivi. In fact, everyone pointing towards Vivi right now is very important. The wizard has to go. Everything else in the set is fine.
Yeah, everything else in the set is fine, except for the fact I just told an entire combo on turn 4 that makes me win the game. Don't worry about it, though. Please look at the black mage right over there.
Yes. And not the other black mage on the board right now. There's other funny stuff I do, alright? It's not just the cactus combo. The cactus combo just wins.
Man, I can't wait till the magic segment of the news.
You're right.
So funny.
Anything else been happening? Super Robot Wars Y, still going through that game. It's still kind of fun. There's been like some fun stuff. I don't know how I feel about Char in this game. Happy Char is not what I like to see in Super Robot Wars half the time. It just feels off. Especially because he's decided to form his own special crack team in the game. Featuring Char, Kira Yamato, Zechs, and Noin.
What'd I do?
You're on a team with Char and Kira.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, yeah, Char was just forming the weirdest team ever. I'm like, huh?
As if the card game can't get any weirder, all of a sudden now Super World Wars wants to one-up it.
Right.
Every
Everyone still... Yeah.
every day, my understanding of Kira Yamato becomes more and more muddled.
Why do you say that?
Yeah.
I don't. You just sandwiched him between Char and Zechs, and I don't.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's the weirdest team. Like, they pulled out of nowhere.
How did we get here?
See, that's the craziest part, right? Because like, there was a scene earlier where like Armor and Char, like Armor's visiting Char, they're like reuniting and whatever. And then the second Amuro leaves, Kira comes out of Char's closet like, is Amuro gone yet? It's like,
What?
did I? What's going on here? Is Char two-timing Amuro?
Yeah. I'm trying to reckon this with the fact that my okay, I'm gonna hold off on that until it actually gets around to me, because otherwise I'm gonna encroach on this shit. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I will hold my tongue.
I mean,
Fun fact, this is also the...
Sorry, keep going. I'll finish right there because I just something else just brought my mind.
This is the first Super Robot Wars game in ages where Kira does not have the mercy skill. This is also the Kira kills timeline.
I mean, you saw the movie,
right? Yeah, the game also has a really weird problem where they do try to play like Witch from Mercury incredibly straight for the first season. So like, even though everyone's like, man, well, you should probably join us, they just leave him at the school after he loses.
I love how you say immediately straight and Witch from Mercury in the same sentence.
I know, right? I'm going great with the wordplay
Yeah,
today.
man. You are a grade A Bandai exec.
Oh, no.
Don't turn out like the dude who's running the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Twitter.
Oh no!
Meg coming out talking about, yeah, man, look at her bestie. Look how I do it. Then all of a sudden, 2 days pass. All of a sudden, new posts. Yeah, look at Meg and her girl together coming out later this month. Everyone's like, oh, they done killed that man.
God. But, you know, they just like leave Guel at the school after he like loses everything, and it's like, are we not doing anything? Like we invited like half of them Witch for Mercury cast on board the ship. We're just leaving Guel here on the hobo,
Yeah, no, fuck it. We'll take Lauda instead.
Right. Which, speaking of,
and then like
just a quick thing on that. Speaking of which, did you
Yeah.
know he had a Dianza? Because I'm like, wait, when did he pilot besides the Schwarzette? Because I'm like,
right.
Because I'm like, why does he have his own card in the Gundam card game, but he's not even in the game? He has his own specific card that has his name on it, but he himself is not a pilot in the game yet. And it's like,
I can't remember. I think did Felsi pilot his Delenza?
I don't remember.
I think that was it.
I don't remember any of his trio piloting anything.
Yeah, no, I think the one time Felsi deployed, she explicitly went rode in Lauda's Delenza.
Oh yeah, that was the episode where Celeste was on the rubble. That's right.
Yeah,
there was someone got mad because they were like, "Man, Soletta sucks. She can't even do anything in her own show. She's under a rubble, dog." She's literally.
Felsi does use Lauda's Delenza.
It's just so funny. I was like, "Wait, when did you even have one?"
Right?
Cause like that's just. I remember watching Witch from Mercury, and I barely remember that. Because he never piloted until the last 2 episodes of the show. Anyway, continue what you're saying. Just a little tangent.
Yeah, Guel loses to Elon, still ends up a hobo, and then for some odd reason, Suletta and Miorne get the run-in idol group in the background. It's like, what?
Wait, do you
It's like, Domon, you can't just pick up your mans and just, bring them along?
It's not her mans.
Like, Domon fought a custody battle over Guel, and he still just leaves him as a hobo.
Oh.
Insanity. Also, I like how in like Super Rebel Wars now they just keep leaving the new Gundam and the Zeta in the freezer every damn time. The feds are just like, yeah, see, we're kind of scared of those new types. We're just gonna just steal their Gundams and just take them who knows where, and I hope that works out for us. Totally not planning to do any Titan stuff later.
I'm just looking at this deck box, this DK deck box. I just realized the shooting pose is on the back of the box.
Huh.
I'm just like, oh no.
Sorry, you're not hiding that deck box.
To be fair, I chose like the 2 characters of the ones I could have chosen was like, oh, you're not getting a lot of like, you're getting the least amount of fan service, but still just realizing like, oh yeah, oh.
You see, it's a mental tactic, all right? You know, if you just moon your enemy, they'll be too distracted to play the card game effectively.
Anyway, continue, Zeta, please. I'm just having these bad tangents. I'm sorry.
Right. Nah, you're good. Yeah, like the second Camille hops back in the Zeta Gundam, it's like, guys, I think the souls are telling me that Shirako's still around. And then the game just and then the entire route just ends on a cliffhanger for like the next like 10 plus hours of gameplay. It's like we were just on Lingon, like Camille realized Shirako's still alive. And we're not doing anything about it.
Somehow Palpatine
Madness.
returned.
Literally. Master Asia somehow managed to arrive on Bystonwell and taught every single person underground all of his fighting techniques. Weird game.
Yep.
And I think the weirdest, and I think the part of the game's like open, like structure compared to every other Super Wars game before it. It means a lot of plot threads are just left to linger in the back of your head. Like, huh, wait a minute. That's kind of weird. You just aren't going to address it.
You'll get to it.
Eventually. I'm like 40 hours in and I don't even think I'm halfway through the game. Crazy. Oh, yeah, not too much there. A lot of miscellaneous craziness. Apparently all of hell just noticed when the Mazinger turned on.
What?
Yes. Like Koji turned on the Mazing Kaiser, and then all of a sudden, like 3 different factions from hell just all show up at the same time. Like, guys, we need to form an alliance right now. It is a level 4 Mazinger emergency. Yeah, now Hell has its own super alliance, all because Koji found his car keys. A lot of weird alliances in this game. I have not seen Wu Fei or Athrun in like weeks now. I still don't know what they're doing. Like Hero just told Wu Fei to kill himself, and then Wu Fei just left the game for 20 hours.
You're just go kill yourself. Wu Fei disappears out of nowhere.
He just runs off with Atron into the sunset, never to be seen again. The entire cast is really cool with Hero blowing up a space colony.
Yes, data ends in Y.
It's like, yeah. Everyone's just like, well, see, there were some terrorists on that space colony. It's like, you know, good point, Hero. There were some terrorists on that colony. Good job blowing them up. I like that no one in the cast has a no-kill policy. Like the second you realize that you realize Kira does have mercy, everyone is killing in this game, left and right. It's great. I don't know how all these enemies of the week are surviving, but you know, video game. There has to be some recurring bosses, or a lot.
I mean, it's not killing them; they just escape.
Right, you know, besides their mechs just all blowing up and you know, melting in half or yada yada. It's like, oh, and away they go.
man, you can still replay the button even after you get hit with the Hunter x Hunter 300% combo.
Right.
Oh my god. I
It's
can't believe, not only that, I can't believe the evil Twitter had to actually like, put that on that entire clip of just of that one dude in Urogen just deleting the entire like opponent's team in one go.
that was so good.
Like quite
Yeah.
literally still in combo. It's like how?
Bushy Road to Balancing. What do you want me to tell you?
It's just like apparently I learned that apparently that's just like a one frame thing. Like you have to like really know the timing of that. And it's just like, okay, you know what? When you understand that concept, it's like, you know what? I can't even be mad. That's amazing. But also, holy shit, what have you done?
Right.
This game ain't never selling nothing no more.
No.
It's going in the first game to lose money on sale.
God. Okay, I'm saying one fun thing about the Super Wars game. There's a lot more like full screen CG scenes, like the visual novel stuff. It's not just talking heads in a corner. Love that. Of course, the things they decide to add like special CGs for a little concerning.
Why do you?
Up to and including one character getting cucked. Just full screen reaction. Like, oh. Like this stuff, like if they just added for the face of a loser. For a character in Macross. Macross, famous mech series for love triangles.
I think I saw that scene earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah, just character making this face while just staring at two characters.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep. And the worst part is who her friends are in this game.
Hold on, just
Because they are evil. They put her in a trio with Colin and Allenby. Like, they are foul for this. And they both know what's happening, and they refuse to tell her. Like, when we break the news to her that, she's joined the loser trio. It's cruel. Love the game. Hate anything to do with Macross in this game, like mission-wise. I hate every Macross enemy in this game. They're too fast. Also, defense missions, lovely. I love having to like body block planes so they don't like reach the defense line. Stupidity. Anyway, that's enough ranting about Super Robot Wars. Not much anime wise. Trying to watch a few shows that started airing. Only first episode's out. I'm not gonna say too much. Toku wise, I don't know how I feel about Zechs yet. Like I'm five episodes in, not grabbing me too much. Like it's a neat premise, but I'm like, eh. It needs something. It's weird. It's like the one time Takahashi takes his time to write a series, and it's surprisingly slow comparatively. to like X8, I mean to like 01, X8 and whatnot. Don't know how I feel about it. Honestly, show-wise, it's not much. Ultraman's plot is finally kicking in after maybe like 13 episodes. It took way too long. It's like I had to waste like half your show and like, I mean, I don't want to say waste. It's a good it's an okay show. The man didn't need some form of a overarching plot. Anything. I mean, that's kind of it for my week. Honestly, week break period. They didn't do too much of anything really.
I see.
Yep. I think I'll just pass it over.
Okay. So, one more thing before I pass over to thee. I completely forgot. I also started, because 10 years. I started my 4th rewatch of IBO. And
Have you realized Russell's right?
I wouldn't call him right. But I will say one of the things that I caught on with season 1 is very interesting because I watched it dubbed this time. I'm like, okay, it's fine. And I noticed a little bit more things as time goes on. I kind of noticed like Fumiton's kind of like more like Fumiton's like little teases of what she does later and whatnot. But I think what really is interesting, like the script pretty much like for Mikazuki is pretty much like 1-to-1. But I think for a lot of people, it was probably a lot more palatable because of just kind of like hearing like the more I'm trying to say this, like the voice actor is putting a lot more, just enough emotion in his line delivery that it's like this is still Mikazuki, but you can tell but in between him being a little bit more monotone and not, if that makes sense. Like you can tell like Mikazuki is like I didn't realize how kind of like jokey Mikazuki. It took me to remember how jokey Mikazuki can be. Mostly because season 2 he's pretty much just kind of like a bop. Like early season 1, like he is putting out banter that I don't think a lot of people would have noticed.
Yeah, it's most like season 2-ish, whereas he just turns into both the Tack Dog and the Devil on Orga's shoulder.
But it was just like, it was nice to remember, oh yeah, he does, it's like, not saying he did, but like he has a personality. It's always been there. It's just,
yeah.
I think if you're just like hearing, if you're not like trained with listening, you wouldn't hear a lot of like, oh yeah, no, there is some goofiness in Mika.
The barber just didn't take over his mind yet.
That was really funny. Also, I'm trying to remember, like, it's so funny, like, going back and listening to like the cast, and it's like, bro, I'm like, how did no one actually bring this up when people talk about, like, how dubs, how dubs have the same 12 voice actors, and it's like, it's so funny because I'm like, bro, this is Ground Zero. This is the same 12 voice actors. I mean, you think of everyone in that cast, it's like, bro, that is every voice
I've heard
actor
you from like everything.
2016. You got Kyle McCarley, Johnny On Bosch, Jeremy Lay, Cassandra Lee Morris, Christina V, Persona 5 Erica Lindbeck, Max Mullen. I think was Galio's
Robbie
the
Damon.
gang's all here.
Yeah, Robbie Damon. It's like Yeah, I'm like, what? This, you know, obviously there's like some extra cuts, like Steve's. I was like, what are you talking about?
Whom in the cast.
Christina
That's what we
V.
need to
Probably.
combine all
Oh
of
no,
it.
that's Kid Galileo. Then it's like you know, like you just, it's literally everyone. It's literally every like voice actor in like anime that is definitely big now, but it's like back then they're already like people who are already like big, and then it's like now's this. Then like freaking like Haley Mills was Cracker. I'm like, I didn't even think of that. Like what? I'm like, it's like, oh yeah, like this was quite literally everyone at that time. Like all you were missing is just literally just transport Alex Lee and Alex Lee back in time, and he would have been in that show. That's how.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Alex Lee and Susie Ying, that's right. Just like transport them back, they would have been in that show.
Dude, Alex Lee would have been McGillis.
Like if they ever do anything with IBO in a game, they might recast. I don't know, because they haven't been using Canadian VAs in a while. So
they might be just making the Gecko main character. If they remember that manga ever existed.
I mean, technically, we don't have a dub voice cast for Udir Hunt, so
Yeah.
there we go.
I miss Gecko.
Oh, freaking DC Douglas and Jastley. Perfect casting, but it's like you just think about it, and it's like, bro, everyone was in here. I didn't realize until going back and like, holy hell. It's just so funny. Which, thanks to as time to be doing the rewatch, like it's certainly nice to see that IBO set also, you know, have the artwork of have that artwork. I'm like, thanks. I totally didn't want to be hurt. I was perfectly fine. Thank you for specifically putting those characters in each specific artwork. And thank you for giving the
that's so good.
And thank you for giving the Atra card being the reprint, the alt art of the Revive card. She was already getting pilot back from drop card. Now she's literally revived something. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
No.
It was a twisted day when they dropped all of that artwork for that premium Bandai set, like literally right after I finished season 2. Like, wow, I dodged a fucking bullet, didn't I?
I mean, you wouldn't notice. You wouldn't know if you didn't know what happened. What happens to the end of the show? But it's like when you know, you can't unsee it.
Right.
It's like the moment that clued me in. It's like, why is Fumiton on Mika's? Oh god! I'm like, oh, they remember Fumiton. Wait a second.
All my friends are dead.
Fucking cruel.
I'm just saying, let it be known that all the blonde characters are on the living side. Bias? I think not. Unless.
I mean,
Give you something to think about, huh?
blonde characters. That's right. Of course, freaking dang, freaking his name, Bryce Papenbrook, also in that cast list. Like, More, literally, it's just flowing. Keith Silverstein is Chad. I forgot.
It was the most Konami casting of all time.
It was more than a little distracting every time Dante opened his mouth and I just point at the screen like, that's Reen Schwarzer.
Yeah. I'm like, bro. Oh yeah. Takaki was Zach Aguilar.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah.
like, all right. It's like, all right, I gotta check like 3 more characters here before I actually just call it quits and like, yeah, no, this was the Avengers of anime. Of anime dubs right here. Because there's no other way to put it.
Man.
Okay, let's see. No. Sandman was Lex Lang. Lex Lang was Galen Mossa. Oh, that's right. There was one character. There was like one specific character where I heard his voice. No, not one, but oh god, did OBS disconnect? Oh, not again. Hold on. Jason Miller. Yeah, it was 2 characters that I'm like, okay, no, I think we're good. I made the decision to go on the freaking oh yeah, Fuka Takaki's sister is voiced by Chiaki, that's right. Whatever his name was, the Earth Branch like dude who betrayed them in season 2 is like he's voiced by Gohan. I'm like, oh come on, dog. All right, who else?
Yeah.
And then I realized who Isarugi was voiced by. I'm like, this is a specific thing just to me. Trails brain rot. But like hearing him, like, wait a second. That's goddamn. That's goddamn. Oh my goodness. That's goddamn Agate. Why is he here? Like he sounds too much like him. I'm like,
Oh Jesus, it is Ben. What the fuck?
exactly.
Oh my god.
How did? Oh my god, how did I not?
Because he barely talks. But I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all right, who else is in this? Wait a second. And I heard him like talk. I'm like, that specific twang he's doing, that specific read he's doing is like, that sounds too much. There's no way. It is past and future all into one of like every big name dub voice actor was just in this show. Again, I say pre Persona 5 Erica Lindbeck and Max Millman, because like I think it's literally like right before then they became big. Like I didn't even know Max Millman was before P5, but like remembering that, oh, he was Ein. He was goddamn Ein of all people. It's like, it's so funny.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, it's just,
You know, Ein should have survived IBO.
yeah, but we got Julieta, so I'm fine.
We traded Ein for a female Mikazuki.
Which Oh man, it's been so long rewatching that starting point, remembering about, oh yeah, she ate that butterfly. Just out of nowhere. I was like, yeah, you were. It was just so funny. I'm like, what happened?
I can tell. Like, I'm really surprised. Like, in the writer's room, they had to, like, force him, like, wait, guys, don't write in and send, like, season 2 shock love interest with Juliet and, like, someone in Tekadon. Don't do it. We do this every season 2. We can't keep recreating 4.
I mean,
they would have done that, and like, not if there were any other people writing IBO. Julieta would have been the 4 of this show.
Listen, I don't know how the show would have gone with a whole polyamorous relationship between Julieta, Cordelia, and Atra and Mikazuki. I don't know how that show would have handled it.
I'm just want to know who was operating Mika's body at the time. Was it him or the Barbados? I just want to know.
Jesus Christ.
I can't be the only one.
I'd rather not think about the logistics of that specific situation.
Were they switching back and forth?
Anyway, how was your break time?
Yeah,
it's cooked already. It's over.
What
I'm sorry. Okay, but
this is the real reason we need a Calamity War prequel. We need to know how hard did they fuck 300 years ago. So anyway,
the real strength of Agnika Kaido.
You see our maneuver to Dainsleif?
The Dainsleif were a metaphor. Oh, this is going on the clip.
Okay. So, oh god, where do I even fucking jump off?
It's still funny.
All right. So, fuck this stupid card game for finally being the final push I needed to like actively hop into Gundam proper. It was a matter of time as both a Xeno and Trails fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was inevitable. It was written into my fucking bones. But like, all it took was a few weeks of playing fucking red white freedom blockers, I guess, to finally take the plunge.
You know who didn't take the plunge? Akihiro.
No. Oh.
I'm sorry.
God.
I'm sorry. It was open.
I watched some motherfucker for a YouTube short for some of the reveals for set to use that Lofter clip. I
was watching a random video and someone played. I'm like, this isn't even Gundam related. Why are you?
To be fair, that scene is just out of pocket. Like, what?
Like they had to have been watching Scarface right before, or they had to have been watching something or another before that scene.
It's just it's just like damn. It's like damn. Human debris really do be suffering.
Yeah.
I mean, Tay really was just window dressing for the franchise, huh?
Oh.
Oh boy. All right. I'm sorry. I derailed the conversation. Please continue.
No, you're fine. Trust me, you're fine. But so yeah, I've finally fallen down this fucking rabbit hole in ways I could not begin to imagine.
All right.
I recently finished up the first of the 3 like recap films for like the OG Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
I finally know where blame this on the misfortune of your birth came from.
Yep.
I'm like, sick. I'm like, I understand it now. I only watched the first. I've only gotten through the first of those movies. Which ironically enough, I had gotten through most of the episodes that comprise that movie prior to watching it. So I kind of like I powered through the first half of it, even though I knew most of it was what I had seen, and I'm glad I did, because I did not realize that the movie took out the fucking plastic bag Gundam condom that Amuro uses to descend down through the fucking atmosphere.
Oh yeah, they pretty much changed that in every like piece of media. I remember seeing that in like a compilation for like Dynasty Warriors Gundam. It's like they changed that in that too. It's like
no, sorry, the Gundam is just Captain America.
yeah, it's like listen, we don't need no condoms, right, Mikazuki? Use your Dainsleif.
Is that a calamity war in your cockpit? Or are you just happy to see us?
Oh.
So I guess on that note, I already mentioned that I powered through both like the entirety of IBO. I did the first season just in time for the release event for the starter deck.
Mm-hmm. Which
and it hadn't gotten through the rest because fucking Gundam Info didn't make the season 2 public until after the event. So
freaking Gundam Info rotating that stuff out.
Don't you mean what is it now? Gundam Channel? Whatever.
International, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like now they changed the whole name. I'm like, you could have kept it the same. Like, bro, it'd be good.
I don't know. I guess maybe they thought Gundam Info sounded a little too much like a fan channel.
Probably.
Yeah, it is good. Yeah, Gundam Channel International. The @ for them is still Gundam Info. I guess they just forgot. But that was some good ass Gundam. I could have done without one of my friends effectively spoiling me on the general direction of the latter half of the show before I went in.
Oh.
But outside of that, I really enjoyed it. Outside of that,
maybe you just assumed everyone saw The Godfather.
What else?
So I will say, like, I am, as someone who actually thought the show was like pretty good, even season 2, I feel kind of like vindicated that so many people are actually like coming around back to appreciating the ending of that show, or like the conclusion. Like, it's still not perfect, but it's still like people were upset when season 2, like that back half of season 2,
right?
Like pretty much like Fighter was given PTSD.
I'm coming around on it too. Like, I think season 2, at least for me, first time I'm like, that was kind of but I think like after a while I'm like, I just started seeing like, wait, let me tackle season 2 from Gallahorn's POV, and I'm like, oh, this is so much better. This is a much more interesting show.
Yeah, I think just kind of going
like
back and rewatching is like really good. If you
Right. Like we have to take like a neutral sense with season 2
Right.
and like the overall conflict.
yeah,
And that's kind of what enhances the experience.
I mean, like remembering that. Oh yeah, that's because like there's some things I just didn't remember because I was watching it weekly, and it's like sometimes you don't remember things. Like
Yeah.
for example, I was watching it weekly and waking up six in the morning for Daisuke.net when that was still around for a new episode. And I'm like, after that, I immediately go back to sleep or something, and it's like, not all of it stuck with me originally. So, like, remembering, oh yeah, they start off the season of basically going, yeah, Tekken got a lot of cool stuff. They also started with effectively the NBA draft for child soldiers because they were just mopping them up. And Gallahorn had basically became dysfunctional. Like the whole situation in the around the world was just screwed because Gallahorn.
Like everyone really went and said, "Dog, those were one and child soldiers are so awesome. Let's all hire some."
Hire? You mean kidnap?
Right.
It's like they were trying to find the next LeBron James. out those
We
breasts.
need more Mikas. We should all have a Mika.
My God.
And have some kids. Like I feel like that is good like tone setter for the start of the show. It's like, man, how much of this wouldn't have happened if they just, cut their losses and went into like being a freighter company?
Like, I mean, that's kind of just like, take legitimate jobs. Like, hey, once we're good, and it's like that's the problem. Orga didn't know when to stop.
They could have just been an armed UPS for like space. That's what they were in season 1, pretty much.
Yeah, it's like
They clearly have it out for them for like an armed escort group.
I mean, it's kind of like this when you think about season 2 like this. It's like in terms of the downfall of Tekken and their destruction, which will lead to eventually a similar piece. It is they wanted to get to where they need to be as safe as route possible, the shortest route possible. That's something that Orga's always said.
Right.
And the ending of the season is like Mika realized we were already there. Like his little last words to Julieta as his Gundam is falling apart, as Bartos is falling apart, it is dripping off like some good it is like the armor on Barbatos is falling off like some good barbecue. Is like I have like literally like I have so much, it is literally I can't even hold it all, and I realize that now, but it's too late.
Someone mentioned like season 2 works a lot better if you realize Orga's kind of schizophrenic and just it's like Mika doesn't have the saying. He's like, "Shoot, man, what does Mika want me to do? Shoot, I gotta keep going forward for Mika." It's like, no, Orga, shut up. No one's saying anything. Go like drink some water or something.
Like the Dawn Horizon course fight, he's like, we could get out of here, but it's like I never want my anyone to die in vain, and it's like that's the state
You're gonna have them
he's
die in
always
combat.
The state he's always in is like everything he is like he has that feeling of, if I don't do this, I feel like everyone will have done this for no reason. I never want that. And it gets to the point where it's like, okay, that's cool, but you need to stop somewhere. And I think that's the
schizophrenic rating of IBO.
And I think that's the tragedy is like, I think when he sees me, when he goes into Mika's room and picks him up, I think that's what he's finally like, all right, I think it is time to genuinely like, stop this right now. Only for
Right.
not even 20 seconds later for Geok and Jastly to create the generational crash out event.
Right.
It's like, it was too late. You now.
I mean, it doesn't help that this totally legitimately perfectly logical and not insane man blonde guy just showed up somewhere, said, "Hey bro, do I got the proposition for you now that I'm off my meds? King of Mars."
And like, the more I speaking of chocolate, man, the more I just think about it, the more I'm like, man, McGillis really is a lot more like interesting when you kind of realize, like, yeah, he is the, it is like, he is very just tragic in the fact of he wanted that legend to be his, that legend was his piece of Aniga Kairu until
Yeah.
he got consumed by it. His wanting as a child for that power, which he saw when Mikazuki basically soloed a literal, basically soloed a literal angel. He was like, he right there thought he saw God. Only to realize only to then, when he finally got the ball, to find out he was still on Earth. And then it's like, oh. Because, like, his entire plan rested on the legends to be true. And he got caught up when he saw Mika fight the Hashima, and it's like, that legends are true. Only for them to realize, only for the rest of Gjallarhorn to be like, you know what? Legends are legends. We could just not. You're on your own.
It's kind of funny. Like, he got it's kind of almost ironic that, in a sense, much like Carta, he also ended up getting caught up in Gjallarhorn legend and tradition.
Yep.
And it bit him in the ass just as hard.
No, it bit him harder because he took down our main characters along with him.
Hey, look, Carta's harem all had lives. They all could have lived as well.
No one cared about them, dog. Let's be honest. You talking about, as one of the few Carter fans, shut up. It's like, you only said that because you read that card and was like, that is the greatest flavor of all time.
It is though. I'm sorry.
It is.
It's a flavor win.
It is, but it's gonna be the first actual hybrid card to actually take money from you.
But what if someone finds a way to make it work?
It's fine. You will just play for you will always have unforeseen incident in hand. They will just run head first into her. They're like, she's not taking that much damage anymore. She might not immediately drop before she gets the crackback.
Right. You gotta believe, all right?
I mean, I will talk about that though. It's like, man, that is just so funny that all of a sudden, like, each like Gjallarhorn subsection, each Gjallarhorn subsection just plays almost completely different. Like, Galio still kind of plays with McGillis, but McGillis is pretty much just like boneless Kira, and then you have like Carter's cards being your opponent must interact with me, try to be like a trap deck or something. Like, the opponent must actually do something to me, and then I get to play more. It's like, completely terrible in a competitive environment, insanely great flavor-wise.
It may suck, but I am totally gonna run Karna and Hutmon together, and you cannot stop me.
Oh my god! Come on, Carta.
Yeah, I'll make it work.
No! I'm just remembering Carta's voice actor. Same one who does Sasuke and Kill la Kill. Again, Generation Avengers tier dub. Got everyone. Endgame ass dub.
A meeting of the eyebrows and voice rolls. You've gone so off the rails today.
It's fine. It's only been an hour and 55 minutes.
You gotta get the best segment out of the way first.
Keep in mind, I checked. When I finished my segment, we were 25 minutes in.
Oh my
To
god.
be fair,
God.
this is also my fault because I have been tangenting around this fact.
Oh god. Okay, well, aside from me fucking diving through all of IBO,
Mm-hmm.
the reason you bringing up sandwiching Kira between Char and Zechs earlier killed me so fucking badly. It's like, I need you to understand that I have tackled Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed accessories in the most fucked up way imaginable. Where I started Seed,
Mm-hmm.
and I got maybe like 6 episodes in.
Huh?
And at some point, the universe directed me towards... It's someone I follow for reviews through like RPG site that like posts Gundam stuff occasionally. And one of the things they had talked about was like, they showed one of their friends like the first 7 minutes of Seed Destiny and opening one of that show, and they're like, yeah, no, this is like a much better initial hook.
Mm-hmm.
So me, in all of my infinite wisdom, like 6 episodes deep into Seed, said, I'm gonna see if you're full of shit or not. I know, no, I don't think they were. I'm like, that's a hell of a hook for a show. And then before I realized it, I was 2/3 of the way through Seed Destiny without having watched most of Seed. So my exposure to that timeline is like 6 episodes of Seed, 2/3 of Seed Destiny, stray clips of Seed Freedom, and Gundam Seed Battle Destiny Remastered on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh man.
So when I say my understanding of Kira Yamato has only gotten muddier with time, I mean that.
Oh boy.
So Kira, let me get this straight. So Kira goes from a regular cryboy, and then you skip over, and you're like, why is he so mythologized out of nowhere?
It's like,
yeah, I kind of picked up on at some point, like, oh, is this why they call him Jesus?
it's like,
And then you put him in a position where, like, he's willing to kill, and I'm like, wait, my understanding of, like, the Freedom, which is one of the suits, one of the kits that I got because, Lord, I should not be allowed to buy Gunpla.
too late.
Too late.
There's a reason I have a good plus segment on each podcast.
literally within the span of like I think a week and a half, I now have the Force Impulse, Infinite Justice Type 2, and Freedom in front of my TV, and I don't know how it happened, and I'm scared.
I also
Wesley Craig stronger than whatever the CIA had.
Mhm.
But like my understanding was like, so like the Freedom is a suit that's like designed to like debilitate suits from a distance and not like
Oh, you don't know
Nerf?
about what's in the Freedom. You don't know.
Oh no!
I'm like, clearly I don't.
Those things are the Freedom and the Justice are full of nukes. They were
Yeah.
this might be a slight spoiler, but they were designed by Zaft to just destroy everything.
Why do you think they're named after America?
That's should have been my first clue.
Freedom and justice and a nuclear arsenal.
Yeah, it's literally just a
Oh.
nuclear arsenal. The reason why it's suppressing is because Kira doesn't want to kill. Kira is holding the suit back.
We know you don't want to kill anyone, Kira, but as your girlfriend, I need to give you the nuke.
So needless to say, I need to do some backtracking at some point. But I think, frankly, it's been more entertaining doing it this way.
Yeah, no, this sounds
No.
way better.
It's like, man, it's like literally going like seeing like those like old like, little church little things at Christmas talking about the little child in the manger. It's like, oh, that's okay. Next time you interact with anything Christianity, it's the Passion of the Christ. And now you're like, well, I guess I
Look,
gotta
let's
go
get
back
some
to,
chapters here.
I guess I gotta go back to the baptism of Jesus. The baptism of Jesus arc.
And I feel like my perspective is really skewed in as far as like, damn, Shin really made one choice at the beginning of that fucking show and then was like sandwiched between who functionally half the time feels like is meant to be the Char of the show, and then like to my understanding his friend is just okay, this is probably going to be incorrect and my memory on this is a bit fuzzy. Rey is a clone question mark of Crusade from Original Seed? Yes, no? Clone / test tube baby question mark.
Here's the thing. I would answer for you, except I have not actually completed Sea Destiny.
Okay.
I think so. I'm 90% certain.
But
You're on the money.
I'm just like, I understand people being pissed at Shin. Up into a point, I get it. But also, like, when a decent chunk of the time, it's him, like, almost struggling with trying to change in a positive way, but being surrounded by the worst influences imaginable. I'm like, you are literally sitting between one Char that functionally, like, insofar as doesn't wear a mask. I'm sorry, I'm just convinced that fucking Durandal is a Char without having a mask. Like, that's just the vibe I get from him every time that man is on screen. Well, that and the fact that, like, he is so closely tied to Rey, who is very explicitly, like, the like clone question mark of a previous season Char clone that is also like the mouthpiece right hand question mark of who I perceive to be a Char clone. So I'm just like, it's fucked. There was no hope for this kid. He made
You know
one
what's crazy?
wrong choice.
Mhm.
What?
I think your crazy Seed watch order has helped you understand Seed Destiny more than most people did when they were watching the series for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
You actually
why.
understand it.
I understand why they don't like him, and there are some moments where Shin Asuka is very unlikable. But like, I also just feel really fucking bad for the circumstances he has put himself in.
You know
Mhm.
what's hilarious about Shin? Super
What's
Robot
that?
Wars has made it their mission every time Seed Destiny gets into one of these games to rewrite the plot of Seed Destiny to make Shin come off even better. He is getting plot handies from the writers every single year.
Oh my god.
It is true. Like even
They
Shin's
even
voice
get
actor has gone on record saying, "I like what they've done in Super Robot Wars better than they did in Sea Destiny." He has explicitly
hilariously
said
enough,
that.
What in the fuck?
one of the first games they did the rewrites in, they made one of the main characters you can pick in the game his secondary girlfriend.
Huh.
Yeah, they just mean like, let's give him a new love interest right here. And then they just made him happier.
You know what? Fucking good for him.
Yo,
Yeah, anything else? I hope there's not anything else.
I mean, I will say
feel
it'll be
like-
real funny when you go back and finally understand why it took them 2 seasons in a movie for how the ending of Seed Freedom it goes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because who boy,
And it'll be even funnier. You should watch Stargazer next, and then go back to Seed.
because like,
oh,
but yeah,
Round trip.
it's just funny because like you see the ending of Seed Freedom, and then with context, you're like, without context, you're like, oh, that's cute, that's wholesome. In context, you're like, he's finally free. Free of what? You have to get through the rest of the show. I will not spoil that for you.
yeah. It's been a fucking experience. Just slowly but surely catching up with all this. I don't know where I'm going next with it after I like get through the rest of the recap films for 79. Like, it kind of just depends on like what's available on the like platforms I have available. Like, I have Netflix, I have Hulu,
I mean,
and like I think
you can. I mean, you can
Well,
just.
and the YouTube.
Let me double check here. Let me double check who has what.
Oh, I did also watch like exactly the first episode of Double O because that was on their YouTube. But I think that's also on either Netflix or Hulu, so I could do that at some point too.
Well,
Double is a
there
good watch.
is Tubi has X and Age, and you can just watch it for free, which is
Yeah, I do kind of want. See, part of my thing with these series and where I've hopped in where I have is because like I have the brain disease where if you hit me with a good enough opening that sticks in my brain long enough, eventually I'm like, all right, I need to tap into this.
Oh, Tenkai Knights is here.
Oh, that's how Seed got you. The openings.
I didn't know how much more TM Revolution I needed in my life. The answer is it's still not enough, but it's real fucking good.
Right.
It is just like I think that's why, like, if I'll say it like here, I think it's probably one of the reasons why Sea Destiny probably made people so upset, was because the ending of the climax run of Sea Destiny was so bad compared to the start, which was like bang, bang, bang. It's like that intro, the way things play out, it's just like, it's so good. And it ends the way, and it ends up events happening the way they do, and it's like people were just upset. And then like some behind the scenes rumors and whatnot also came in and like soured a lot of people's like ideas of what happened. So,
you know, Sea Destiny is going pretty well until Lacus stopped everything and Stern looked in front of the camera and said, "We have to go kill the Illuminati right now, Kira."
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like that's another. Okay, I don't. There is one scene in that fucking show that okay. This might actually be the same scene. Is it? Is this the one where they fucking Durandal outs the Nazis to the world, and everyone's like,
Yes.
why are they outing the Nazis?
Like the entire show just says, guys, we need to expose the rich people behind everything and kill them. Like, what are we doing?
Okay, I'm glad I'm on the same page.
It comes out of nowhere.
yeah,
maybe it's just the circumstances we currently live through that make
the
me
Cosmos
question.
Files.
Right. Like, it's so...
Yes, release the Jabril files.
Like, I don't know, it's a little silly where it's like, all right, we named these Gundams after America, armed them with nukes, and now we're gonna take a quick detour and then start naming the rich elite.
Like,
what are we doing here?
Seed is so funny. Seed era is so funny. It's just like, I don't know how
it all makes sense when you like read that design. It's like, I envision Kira as an Israeli soldier as an Islamic soldier being drafted by America and being forced to fight against his own kind. Literally what they said.
What?
That was in the initial notes. Kira was supposed to be a meta. They were doing the war against terror harder than 00 ever could in the designs for Seed. They didn't wait for Bush Jr. They were going for Bush Sr. That show.
Not a politics podcast?
Not a political podcast.
Fuck it.
Oh my god.
I can't.
I'm it at some point.
I'm so glad I saved the knife of my fucking Seed watch order for this. It was so worth it.
Dude, we need some t-shirts that just say "not a political podcast" on the back.
First have to get a logo design.
Right.
No, that was definitely a knife. That stabbed me harder than damn, I can't do that one more time. I feel like I wasted my Mikazuki sex jokes again. God's gonna be like, that stabbed me harder than Mikazuki. You stabbed Atra, but that would have been too much. That would have been too much, and it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just do this with the series where like I'll hop around a little and then something further ahead will be like, oh yeah, now I really need to hop back and
here's a
fill in the gaps.
There's another one I was gonna do, but I was like, I didn't want to spoil any details on it. But like, how much do you know about Flay?
So like she fucks Kira at some point in that show, right?
What?
Zechs, do I have to reuse all my flame material from the last time we talked about her?
Okay, say that again. I couldn't hear you over my laughter.
I'm like, so like, she fucks Kira at some point in that show, right?
Do you want the answer?
Yes, because I think it's literally the only thing I know about her.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
And I don't remember if it was in the original cut or the special edition. Where, yes, they do. You basically get a confirmation. There's like they seen, then like the next episode you get a confirmation they're about to sortie.
It's in the original.
Yeah, Kira gets up, not this particular scene, not this edit of the scene, but like Kira gets up out of bed, he puts on his jacket, and you just see Flay with like a bunch of like basically looking naked, laying in the same bed. As like that's all you get. Then you see her kind of like roll. Then like another scene like later in the episodes, like she rolls over and starts like thinking about like just laughing. But I'm trying to remember at which one was it, the original on TV version or the Super Smash, the ultimate, the special edition. But like it's in the midst of, but they edit that scene was edited in a way where it's like you have three things going on. You have Kira fighting the Baku. Then you have that same scene with Flay laughing. And then you have in cuts of her like little monologue. You have in cuts of her actually getting piped down by Kira.
Yes, it is in fact the TV it is the TV version where it shows her getting super coordinated.
And it's just the most. I remember watching it the first time, like, this is unhinged. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it was in fact the TV version that was the most explicit of them all.
Incredible. I had an understanding that this timeline was maybe a bit hornier than the average Gundam.
Come to Gundam Seed, we have the racist getting it on.
Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I consider it, I think about it, I'm like, yeah, because I think about every show up to that point, and even through Victory, which literally had a team of women in bikinis with bazookas fighting against the main character. It was still not as horny as literal the first actual confirmed moment in a TV series when a main character has sex. So it technically on screen Mikazuki and Kira are the only main characters to have canonically had sex on screen or implied sexual activity.
I mean, unless you count the age cast.
Oh yeah, H-cast too, but
Yeah,
People
by
forget
by
age difference.
default.
yeah, that's. I mean, technically, are they like main? Technically, do they count as being main characters by the time they become? By the time like we get confirmation they've had sex, or what's the like logistics?
That's a great question.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, but for the record, I am going with with the Dainsleif as a metaphor for the clip of this. By the way, I think we've reverted back to this.
But yeah, I think that's basically everything. Like, I really haven't consumed anything that wasn't all of the Gundam stuff I've said. Like, I feel like the Trails remake is just far enough back that I'm like, I don't have much to say at the moment beyond like, that's some good ass Trails. I can't wait to go back and actually like, I'm one of the fucked up ones that played the remake without the original because trying to get me to play a game on PC is like pulling teeth. But like, I will inevitably do so.
I will
and
say
the rest
it's
is
gonna
just
be
like,
funny when it's gonna be really funny that I would choose the wording here. It's gonna be really funny that we might be stuck on Trails Beyond Horizon for like 2 years. It's like I can't say what happens at the end of that game. I know what happens at the end of the game, unfortunately. But it's like, yeah, it's Van is going to be stuck in limbo for a while. So,
which do we get first? And for the record, yeah, I am waiting for the like official release of Horizon to actually like get through that. But like,
yeah, so
which do we get? Which do we get first? Horizon 2 or a Sky Third remake? Do they like Van or Kevin more?
I mean, they already made a new model for Kevin, so
Yes, yeah.
It's like it will depend on. I mean, I would say it depends on how SC sales were considering they already did what they did. Yeah, no, they just have to like make one area and they're good.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, it's the power of asset flipping, baby. Oh. Yeah, that's basically everything. Like, technically I've dipped into like Seed Battle Destiny and a tiny bit of Gundam Breaker 4, but like I have too little to say on on Battle Destiny beyond like that sure is a PlayStation Vita game. I'm not opposed to playing a PlayStation Vita game, but I can sure tell it was a PlayStation Vita game.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't played enough Breaker 4 to have like a solid opinion beyond what if the PlayStation Vita game controlled well.
Pretty much.
So that's cool. I'm quite satisfied with where I've landed on all this. I think that's
there's one task at the end of your journey.
Oh.
Try to max out everyone's friendship in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2.
Why would you say that?
Legit. Okay, but like genuinely, at what point do they finally remaster those fucking games? Because I've seen footage of one of those. I'm like, honestly, I'd be down.
3?
Like Gundam 2 is like one of those games from like, why aren't you doing this in every other Dynasty Warriors game? Give me relationship systems. Give me people that hate my guts and like, ruin every single mission I go on. until they tell me to put out a hit on someone.
Like I hope they do it. Though I know Koei Tecmo is probably busy because there is one more thing. I got spoiled on a character that's gonna appear in Ninja Gaiden 4.
Mm.
And I'm just like,
Oh, they're busy.
I'm just like, ooh.
Because I know they are
Ooh.
remaking Dynasty Warriors 3.
Yeah, they've been remaking a lot of things, but I'm just like, I saw that character, I'm like, if you use that design, I know a specific game you could, if you're gonna put them in there, like, because like if that,
Shush.
like if they're in there, there's a chance. That's all I can say.
You're not getting it. You're not getting Dead or Alive 7.
I need it. I need a game.
I don't even know which character you're talking about. You're not getting a 7th Dead or Alive game.
I'm just saying, bro. You can't just make this whole new design and it's like you don't use it again somewhere. We talked about
Great new
asset
skin for the
flipping.
volleyball game.
You talk about asset flipping. You made a new model for Hanukkah. You made a new model for Hanukkah. This character has a new model. You got two of the most popular characters down. You're good. Like the guys are all made out of anything you got off the Epic Game Store anyway. Like you don't need, like no one cares about what they look like, bro. Ooh, excuse me.
Well, you're not getting a Dead or Alive 7 until there's this random Zach cameo that shows up in a Ninja Gaiden 4. You know the rules. No Zach, no Dead or Alive.
I'm gonna laugh if they actually do it though.
If there's a Zach cameo in that game, I don't know. I'll buy a full set of Gundam starter decks.
You will come to my house dressed as the Joker. Singing a
Next time
David
it rains,
song.
I'll show up to your house with a briefcase with some trading cards in it.
You'll be singing a David song. Okay.
I can prove David did it and watch.
All right.
This is the most out-of-pocket episode yet.
Listen. Again, the Gundam tangent was a lot.
I'm still saying the Barbados swapped in whenever it's Kudelia's turn. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god!
That's why she didn't have the kid at the end.
What? Are you? That implies the Barbados just did not.
The Barbados wore protection.
I hate that we're almost all leaning towards a similar direction of like, was the Barbados infertile?
The Barbados got the one non-functional nut.
Okay, one more IBO tangent before we actually get to the news. Okay. I've also noticed that we've been on the welcome intros thing for the whole thing on my end. So sorry, we might as well just keep on that. I have the hot. I've just said it like on like a tweet, but I still think about it sometimes. I'm like, man, it like for me, it's like very early on. I just kind of think about it. I'm like, they really did have a way. Like, I don't know if they were planning it from the beginning or they changed it to be that polycule. But I really do think that, like, at least for like the first 5 episodes of season 2, in my opinion, I'm just like, man, or at least I keep thinking about it. Like, I got this idea, man. What Orga could Dahlia worth a couple in that thing? Like,
I feel it's so weird. Like they got so invested in make sure Orga died alone.
they really did. Like, I understand, Meribit's an adult and Orga's, a kid, but it's like that was like a ship they had.
That'd be the least
season
controversial thing that happened in IBO. Let's be real.
Fair. But it's like you think about it, it's like, they kind of had that thing going on. Then season 2 is like, oh no, actually she with the mechanic now. It's like Yuki Dojo was like, what? But that was just
right.
like, huh? And it's like, oh well, maybe like Kudelia thinks, oh no, she'll just share it Atra.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, it's like at least Akihiro at least had someone, even if like they didn't actually get together. Like Orga
Even
really
Gailu had a happy ending.
like straight up, like Orga and Almeria really had it the worst of everyone in terms of love.
Right?
Like that is unfortunate because like Orga probably had the worst compared to the literal 10-year-old. Oh God. Why did I say that?
Whoa.
Oh, Bagillas, why are you so problematic?
Man, you're gonna have like two. You're gonna have like 2 edits of this episode.
I'm not editing this. We're 2.5 hours in. It's over.
Here's a 2.5-hour deluxe, and then here's the like 20-minute safe for work version of the podcast. We took it all the.
Listen, when you said Kira was an Israeli soldier, it was over. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear that in my sleep tonight. I gotta put that on a fucking wall somewhere.
I don't even know what I'm going to put on this thing. There's like 18,000 like ideas for
the thumbnail is just gonna be a giant Dainsleif sticking out of the ground. It's like out of pocket podcast.
Just
like one's like old Toonami like outro bits.
I was gonna have Mika hold a Dainsleif with Jesus Kira in like laughing play or something. I don't know. It's cooked.
Every Gundam segment we've ever had is cooked. Let's be real.
All right. Speaking of cooked, news.
Oh shoot! Right, we have news.
Yep. Yep. It is TCG news time, y'all, and we're gonna start off with the most cooked. Some pizza. TMNT is coming out to Magic the Gathering as the secret, not really secret, 7th set for 2026. Even though we still don't even have all of Avatar: The Last Airbender yet. That's a whole discussion. We'll get there. So, the Heroes of the Half
Hype
Show.
cycle never ends.
Yep, the heroes in the half shell are heading into those worlds premier collectible card game. Bring decades of turtle power to your game of Magic the Gathering with Magic the Gathering TMNT. We showed off a handful of cards from the set at New York Comic Con, which feature cards from the main set in its commander deck. Now we're taking these reveals beyond New York City and sewers and straight to you. It releases worldwide March 6th. The set available pre-order now from your local game store, Amazon, and elsewhere Magic products are sold. So they have the expansion symbol, the commander expansion symbol, and the pizza expansion symbol. Oh god. And this for the source material card set code. So they show cards for every TDMNT fan. So they have Turtles Forever, which is like 4 generations, which is the movie, the original comics, the cartoon, and I think the CG movie?
Looks like it, yeah. Ew.
It's funny how I can't even say which CG movie, but I think we all know. 4 borderless headline cards with art by Kevin Eastman, which is, you know, they have the thing with Leonardo Sewer Samurai, which is signed. The doubling season as a reprint, I believe. Yeah, it's the reprint of a card from your thing. Borderless pizza bundle
Doubling
cards,
season is so old.
which is Dark Ritual, which is there. Then they all have full art pizza basic lands, which is like I know they're not, but come on, they so sloppy. I like, damn, like you can't blame me for kind of feeling like, are these AI generated a bit or something? Because this is kind of crazy how sloppy they are.
Yeah, no, these slices will not find God.
No.
They will find the bottom of a stomach.
Like I have a feeling the only reason we're getting these pizza lands is because I feel like people draw a riot if we had another set of New York City lands.
Probably. Play boosters, details, collector boosters with Shredder on it, commander deck, and the bundles.
Just one.
Yeah, just one. Yeah, a whole bunch of information. We can all go down. Same usual stuff.
Yep.
Oh boy. So we said it on the last podcast because it kind of like came out like the day. Ironically, I think it was like a day before we did our last podcast about the seven secret sets. But I want to ask you now, what do you think about the state of Magic in terms of all of everything right now, from your perspective?
Okay, first off, I fucking didn't realize that the jump to 7 sets was as drastic as it was. I thought Magic had already gotten to the point where they were like at like 5 or 6 sets to begin with, and then they're like, oh, I thought the bigger deal was that it was the imbalance between like in-universe and UB sets. Not to say that isn't part of it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they went from what, 4 to 7?
Do
I have that right?
They went from 4, but they were releasing like a bunch of Universes Beyond content in like the past like 2 or 3 years. Mm-hmm. So it felt like there were more sets because everyone, you know, Commander's the more popular format. So basically it was just card sets everywhere. So everyone kind of had to quote unquote pay attention to it in some way, in some capacity, if you were a Commander player, or like if you were a standard player, which were already like, it was starting to dwindle down by that point, you know, it was a whole different story. Now, when they went to this year, they said there were going to be 6 Universe Beyond sets, 6 Magic sets, 3 standard, 3 Universe Beyond. at standard, and people are already upset because like that's a lot of Magic the Gathering. Like I think you see the professor's video. He kind of breaks down like all the sets, and then not only that, you also then had like the legality stretch out for more cards for like 3 years. So man, like a lot more boosters sets were still available. So that's a large pile of cards to play through for standard, and then you increase to officially making it 6. And it was like, okay, you know what? We'll see how this first year goes. And for a lot of people, it's like, oh my god, there's so much. Like it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, so one of the things I'd watched recently, because I follow discussion about Magic, even if I don't really play Magic much at all. And like I think it was it was an episode of the Command Zone that they were talking about this, that like the change in like length of legality is the reason why this fucking cauldron or whatever is legal with Vivi at the same time that's causing shit.
Yep.
If I understand that right.
Yeah, because I remember because I played a Loot Cauldron goofy build where it's like you just make a bunch of tokens and let the cauldron like being like bind like banish loot, and then it's like they all gain loot's effects, so you can just like draw a bunch of cards, deal a bunch of damage, and just kind of like gain a bunch of thing for a bunch of tokens. And like it was so funny, and they just kept ramping up an attack. It's like it was so funny. But it's like, yeah, that card should have been gone this year from what I can understand.
Yeah, that's from like an Eldrin card, right?
Yeah. So like,
but yeah, if nothing else, Magic's collab sets make me very grateful that a lot of the time Vanguard sets are their own colors.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking believe I have to say that. But
so kind of going and thinking like the amount of like back on the amount of products or amount of cards released. It was I think it was a Magic the Gathering's Out of Control by Tulane Community College. Somebody in the Discord pointed out that the reveal of like he was talking about like the amount of cards that will be approximately released or like shown off, including reprints, alt arts, multiple art variants of cards released, would be a grand total of about over 11,000. And then he checked.
Woo!
And then he checked Vanguard online and checked the premium. Like all cards, since all cards are technically legal and premium, he checked premium on the card list. Vanguard combined, after almost 15 years, has just over 22,000, including alt arts, special rarities and whatnot. Meaning Magic has basically released in 1 year the same equivalent of a card game like Vanguard has in 15.
Yep.
That is a lot.
That's pretty amazing.
And we complain about, and some people do complain about the amount of sets in Vanguard. Heck, I saw a little somebody talk about Lorcana drops like 4 sets a year, and people said that was too much. I'm like, huh? Wait, what?
Well, see, people want to be on the gate roller schedule. You get like maybe one set every 6 months, and the game almost gets canceled, and the next set comes after like 12, after a full year. Sometimes one has to get carried over, and then some Chinese company buys them out again. So actually, the next set comes out 2 months later.
Oh my god.
That's what the people really want.
Yeah, I'm like, I understand wanting to have some amount of gap between your sets. Like coming off of Bushiroad games, walking into Gundam and then being like, yeah, we'll do a set like every 3 months. You have like time to play your cards. I'm like,
Yeah, because like
have I found God?
yeah, because like set like that was I think the first off the one very good thing about Gundam is that the fact that the entire like meta kept changing and evolving, because like the base design is like, yeah, no, there's some decks that will just be good one thing. Like we started off with freedom blockers, like white blue freedom being the best deck allegedly. Then like a week later it's like, oh no, actually it's wing being the best deck because of ramp. Then it's like, oh no, actually it's Marita and the Cyber New type stuff. There's like, oh no, it's actually Xeon aggro. And it's like we might flip back at the same time. It's like it's kept changing and the whole thing years. And then like we just got IBOs, we just got purple, we got a whole new color into the mix. So it's like for probably only like a bunch of decks, the only deck I think that has not been actually meta has been Zapped.
Well, I mean that's also flavor.
Like at this point, like the fake deck of Triple Ship Alliance has had more tops than that in a competitive environment.
Much just like in Seed.
Oh my god.
The game is winning so much on flavor, you don't even know when it's happening.
Every day I stop and think about the Academy shit. I'm like, wow, it's fucking Bell Chain Rune if they forgot to print D-Shift.
Oh, that'd be funny.
I'm telling you, the next meta deck in set 2 is going to be Carded Control.
You know what? That's gonna be funny. What if like I'm just thinking about, man, what if the Caliban is actually just dimension shift?
I'm waiting for one of the end game suits to just be fucking D-Shift.
It's like if you reduce this card's level by the reduce this card's level by the amount of academy commands in your like pilots and commands in your drop, and it's an 8 cost on play, deal 5 damage to 1 unit. Just a hard playing.
Like not to derail too hard into Gundam because into fucking Gundam card game because I could do that for another few hours.
3 more hours of Gundam discourse.
But I do need them to eventually, for the G-Witch stuff, just be like, all right, we're giving you Sophie and Norea just so we can print a command that makes like a Gunvolva token, a la Magical Strategy. Just so we have some easy way to make bodies that also counts as filling up commands. Because I'm like, I can only resolve Striker Pack so many times.
I did realize, I'm like, man, this is like early G-Wish. Like they are like they were scraping the bottom of the barrel in set 2. I'm like, damn, y'all really trying everything to not get into the end of season 1.
Man, Super Wars had the same problem.
Like, I think the joke.
Like those guys straight up said, "We didn't even get the script for the final episodes of season 1 of which we're working when we were making this game."
Oh my god!
I mean, it makes sense. It's like it low key is kind of funny because it almost feels like every release of Witch Marquee like stuff since then has been like, yeah, we don't want to actually deal with season 2 as a joke, kind of like how like this running gag of like Super Robot Wars doesn't want to actually put in like Darling in the Franxx or something.
Also, the same way no one wants to put in Evangelion 3.0 or the final movie in anything.
Like, I mean, Listen, I mean, I literally talked about DK, but it's like they're the only ones I think that have actually like gone past
Yes.
3.0, which
Like
makes
3.0's
sense
been in Super
considering
Wars. Only the units.
which which makes sense considering what I said is might happen come November.
Right.
In 3 days,
You know,
Commander rised again.
Super Wars shows good. Man, you know, Shinji, you've been doing pretty good in the Ava Unit 1. So anyway, here's the Unit 13 as an upgrade unit. It's like, what? For free?
As a treat.
Is there any story attached to it? No.
No, don't worry about it. But that doesn't make any logical sense. I wouldn't have to. Don't worry about it.
What about what does it have 4 arms?
Don't worry about it.
We don't know.
Like, where'd it come from? Don't worry about it. Sit your ass in that cockpit and fight.
We'll explain it in the sequel, but this is the final game in this series.
But anyway, back to what you were still saying about magic. I forgot.
Oh.
Like, we derailed so hard we forgot what it's saying.
Yeah, where were we on that?
The
Something
amount of
about
cards.
pizza?
The amount of cards. The amount of cards.
Oh,
that are
right. Yeah, no, it is kind of just nauseating at points to be like, Magic can pump out enough cards in a year to like eclipse the entirety of Yu-Gi-Oh's card pool, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Damn near, yeah.
Like that's fucking scary.
That is.
Chris Cox does not understand what he has created.
That's the horror part. I think he.
I
think that's
he
the
does?
I think that's the plan.
I think that's the plan. That's also kind of the problem.
Like, hear me out. What if you just oversaturate to the point where no one can keep up with the entire card pool? Thus, you lower the overall net power level of decks because no one can quite possibly check the entire card pool. Think about it.
What is that? I'm looking for this channel. It's all of a sudden just missing.
No, everyone's just playing a kitchen table format in every format because no one's able to build a perfect meta strategy because they have to fact check a bunch of cards from nonsense like Assassin's Creed.
Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm trying to find this one video here because it is kind of important for what I was talking about. So I say like, no, pause the anything. Let me find it because it is kind of very important to kind of put this detail in there. See where. Nope. Where is it? Dang, I'm trying to find. Remember it's. But it's like it was a video that showed here it is. Why magic is how it is. Yes. Why magic is how it is.
Oh, the Saffron Olive video. Yeah.
Well, no, it's actually the MTG Goldfish video. It's the whole thing. It's like shows the context, and it's like very important because I saw it. And I'm like, there's just no way. And is that in the give me a second. All right, let me find this here. So, okay, let me look this real quick. Yeah, okay, that was it. So the whole thing is that Hasbro ain't exactly doing too hot. I had to find the actual like numbers itself. So their quarter earnings reports in the annual report. We did kind of
making money.
We did kind of look at these, like, I think a little bit. I'm trying to remember. Can I find the actual the whole money whole thing? I can find it in the video itself. So this is so yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so yeah, I found it. Yeah, so yeah, I've got it on my screen. I'll show the exact like I'll share with y'all the exact like point in the video right here so that you can see for yourself to bring it up. But this is from the first 3 months of fiscal report from Hasbro. And on my screen, it says that operating profit, Wizard of the Coast, so that you can have this detail. Like if you kind of see like right here, like around like the actual point, it basically is kind of showing that actually consumer products, Wizard of Coast digital game made 230 million. Consumer products actually lost money. The whole thing is Magic the Gathering, quite literally, it's the only thing keeping Hasbro from just dying.
Right. And unfortunately, the strategy of spamming works.
Like you just think of every IP they have. They have Transformers, G.I. Joe, they have co-connection with Beyblade, they have all this stuff, and it's like they're losing money everywhere else. And Magic's the only one making enough money to keep them afloat.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Like the real tragedy is like as much as we say, man, they're printing too many things. It's working.
It's working, and they have to.
Right.
They make too much money. And if they don't, they would probably lose the company would burn to the ground if they didn't.
Which is why we need Secret Lair Beyblade.
it's a whole like entire like multitude of issues that have piled up. It's not just Magic, it's not
Yep.
just Hasbro. I mean, not Wizards. It's also Hasbro kind of failing to build back their other IPs. Like Transformers, when Transformers 1 flopped, that basically damaged the Transformers brand for a long time.
Right.
Like, for example, like, watch the Pointless Hub video. He kind of explains it better than I do for Transformers 1. It's like, pretty much, it's like, when Michael Bay left, the Transformers, like, relatively all that money went down with him, went away with him.
Pretty much.
There hasn't really been anything Milo Pony based. When was the last time you remember anything G.I. Joe besides that terrible Snake Eyes movie?
Right.
Like,
You know,
Play-Doh
Transformers is doing so bad right now. The only thing you hear about the series is them arguing with mecha fans on Twitter.
Yep. It is a just like Magic is literally the crutch from which Hasbro is limping along right now. And
Yeah, it's just Magic and Beyblade.
and it's literally just that thought of, if Magic's bubble were to pop within the next 3 years and they don't have a plan to get the other IPs back into making money, they're cooked. That's why you hear so many rumors about them trying to bring back Michael Bay, because it's like, we got to do something.
Here's the plan, all right? In order for the Magic bubble to not pop, they need to hitch onto the AI bubble that will also never pop. And have ChatGPT generate them ideas for card sets.
Mark Rosewater would go on a murder spree before that would happen. Somebody in the office would, at least. But it is like, damn, there's so many issues. Like, you can't really fix them. At least you can, but at the same time, when the whole thing of like number go up matters more than anything else, it's hard to kind of be like, oh no, we lost money.
Right.
Shares are gonna be gone.
The line must go up infinitely.
It is the thing. That being said, they did claim that the TMN team was technically an outlier. So it's mostly, or they said they're going back to 6 sets next year, but I can't really trust them when they literally pull this out.
Maybe it's a package deal with the Avatar.
Yeah, they pulled out this thing a year after saying, yeah, Magic's going to 6 sets. Like, there's always a thing. Now, people are like, well, Spider-Man sucked. Well, Spider-Man was also an outlier of the whole, like, pipeline. Because of a very small set that got bigger and just, like...
Right, so it'll be like Aftermath.
Yeah, it just became a messy set. If, what's next? If Avatar is an actual good set, then it's like, that was just the exception to the rule, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like, if Avatar and TMNT just bang as, like, sets, we are not... nothing is changing at WotC. I already know Star Trek's probably gonna be bigger than people want it to be.
Yeah, I mean,
like, I can already tell.
You were talking about, like, what, Star Trek a food fit for Magic? Yes, it is. Like,
Yeah.
You remember the 90s, mid 2000s was basically the trio of Star Wars, Star Trek, Magic Gathering, D&D. Like, if you were considered the the feeling of it. You were a nerd. You were into multiple of those things.
Right. And are you really gonna seriously these space elves aren't fitting for magic?
It's just all right. That is the magic. That's the Magic the Gathering block. Next up, HoloLive TCG has announced that is getting a ban list restricted on October 17th. Amane Kanata, and Iris will each go down to one copy.
Man.
I have no idea what this
Rest
means
in
for
peace,
the.
Kanata fans.
I mean, I have no idea what this means for the actual game itself because I don't play it. But it's just really funny that they got a ban list despite the fact that they have no competitive circuit. During the competitive circuit.
That was what I was questioning earlier whenever I looked at this on the docket. I'm like, is this literally just copy pasting stuff from like the JP side? Like, is that literally it?
That's always what it is.
Like, because I'm like, what other? How the fuck would you justify that if you don't have like results to base any of it on?
Well, the answer is simply the HoloLive card game has been out, I think, at least 6 to 8 months in JP, so they have details about upcoming metas. So they're basically preemptively hitting just to make sure that the future meta for the next set, which I believe drops later this month, will be much more healthier. Which is
Okay.
so funny when you compare it to Vanguard. Because we've known Bob Saga was going to eat our lunch for ages. And the fact that it took so long to get the very basic hits possible. Before they shot Trick Moon. And even then, that still might not be enough because some people are actually genuinely be like, you know what, we're just gonna play one Trick Moon and let the literal entire core be Trickstar and Verenas.
No.
I literally saw a list that's literally just like Bob Saga as the Vanguard. You have your orders, and the entire rest of the deck is just Verena cards to kind of play like a turtle strategy. I'm like, this is.
I mean, why not?
It's like, what have we done? What are we doing here, dog?
Actual deck building. The one thing Vanguard's lacking in half the time.
We just need a time machine. And we need to uninvent Yugmashad. I'm sorry.
Right.
Like Bob, like Shiranui,
No.
whoever the fuck thought it was a good idea to give those decks re-standing rear guards.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's
Those
what
boys
we do.
ain't right.
Like,
we go back in time and we slap nation labels on every collab set.
Oh God, I just
Hear me out. You should be allowed to play your Shaman King cards in the Keter pile.
I mean, that's the only time we're ever gonna get support again, unless like they say, "Hey, we're gonna do flowers."
remember when they actually did do like nation assignment for the quintuplets collab,
Yep.
and then most of them didn't fucking matter outside of Yotsuba.
Like it's like there's nothing wrong with applying the nation label side collab sets. That's probably the smartest thing they could do. They should have done.
Yeah, like I understand it was. I understand that probably the idea was like, well, if we do that for, no wait, I'm trying to think. Did they do that for Buddy Fight or am I tripping?
No.
Okay.
Nobody fight is its
Yeah,
own
because I'm
thing,
thinking about, I was like, yeah, no.
unfortunately.
If you gave Dragon World to Dragon Empire, it's like, oh no. That's
I don't see the problem.
that is literally like 3 times the pile of cards than anyone else.
And more years of BE.
Man, I can't wait to play Varga Drum with Drag Vader.
Can't wait to make a Eugene player read the reminder text on Soul Guard.
No, my restandard. What?
Yeah, we're not many Vanguard players just gonna be reading Soul Guard for the first time. Like, what the hell is this?
Like, y'all played a game that had this in it? What's wrong with y'all?
Your cards had lives.
Damn right they did.
But yeah, it's pretty much like this is just a preemptive hit. Nothing really to say there. Just kind of crazy because like in America we went outside of, you're like, how does this make sense when we haven't had a competitive circuit, which makes the whole random one slot missing in BCS is even more confusing. Like this is the whole thing of today. It's like a lot of the announcements are nice and cool, but it makes everything even more confusing. What the hell has been going on for the past 3 to 4 months?
Yep.
Speaking of, before we get to the full Vanguard news, we kind of got a detail from Bushiroad. Important requests regarding peace and privacy of artists. This is the unofficial translation from Kairos. Vanguard has been developed as a variety of multi-game project, including a trading card game, TV, anime, comic book adaptation. It is a cooperation of many creators that we have been able to continue producing Vanguard since its inception in 2011. Moving forward, we ask for your understanding cooperation regarding communication, such that creators can focus on their work with peace of mind and their privacy protected. We kindly request that you strictly refrain from the following actions towards our creators as they cause concern and inconvenience, be it direct or indirect, such as inquiring about yet to be public information, inquiries regarding commissions for Vanguard, content production, or other unannounced details, requests for unofficial commissions, unofficial requests for art featuring Vanguard characters, units, or other elements, and requests for private interactions. Seeking personal interactions in private settings such as stores, transit in public spaces, or before or after official events, including asking for autographs or contact information. This is a non-exhaustive list. The policy aims to maintain an environment where creators involved with Vanguard can continue their activities with peace of mind. Please understand this is not directed towards any specific individual or specific matter. We would like to express our deepest gratitude once again for the daily support Vanguard receives from fans and creators alike. We kindly ask for your cooperation, consideration, and support.
So, what are the odds they wanted a new units in the next season got let out online because one of the artists did a little funny?
I wouldn't say that. I think, however, with the fact that for some reason people just want to keep I think this is also just kind of issue of like so many like other, I mean, this is for art, right? But I can feel like they're probably like, I feel like because of what's been going on with kind of like some of the Bane Dream stuff, for example, Amanesu and all that bullshit that's like been transpiring around her for years, they're probably like, you know what, let's just finally kind of get around to making sure the artists also have this like detail too. It's like, hey, listen, if they don't officially open up comms for anything Vanguard related, or you know, you can't ask them for anything like they don't know, because that's a whole different thing. Like just please just respect our artists and please leave them alone. Like we don't want them to not feel comfortable working with us because our community couldn't act right.
What if they do know? I'm kidding.
All right. That's pretty much it. Just pretty understandable. Nothing really to say there. All right, time for other news. First off, Booster Pack 12 in English is now called Chasm of Lost Souls. Pre-orders are now available, and we know.
No, we know.
Because they officially gave more details. We go to the banner. Comes out February 27th, 2026. Has the 5 great nations. 106 cards plus parallels, excluding reprint cards. Number of types is currently under development, subject to change. 7 cards. When displayed, comes 16 packs. Has cards from Suina Itomaki and Reiru Shishikai from Skyride, the manga Bushiroad actually loves.
Love is a strong word.
I mean,
compared to some of the other previous manga, it's pretty fitting.
That's fair.
I mean, like U Quick is still ongoing. They never got 3 trial decks.
I already got jacked at least what?
Yeah, Star Wars got literally nothing. Like it just kind of ended on a cliffhanger. It's like, well, that's all we got. Also, we still don't have original illustrations from Makoto Daimbo, which they look really good. Also, update reprints are in here. Special reprints of promo cards, including the English edition. Inclusion of these RE cards. 2 RE cards out of this list will be included in every box. Promo cards will be in RE rarity. And the list of cards are Versatile Assembler, Blazing Warcry, Wealth Hoarder Taru Tsubaki, Inquirer of Knowledge Celsira, Adventure Studies Academic Arius, the Nebula Knight's Path to Reach for the Stars, Mythiarch Habitat, Saragon, and Knight of Starry Sky 0. So, we know this because literally before we started the podcast, 50 cards posted that, hey, we're officially doing pre-orders just so y'all can put it. He put it cheap because, like, you know, he's like, hey, the community should get these for cheap, whatnot. It broke his site within 30 minutes. His website went down in 30 minutes. Said, I'm just gonna have to. It might take a week. It might be a week till y'all see a restock. Cause holy hell, I saw 6. Like he literally said, I saw at least 600 orders for promos already, bro, and it keeps going up. And it broke the site, and it's like, okay,
yeah.
So again, like I pointed there, it's like they made announcements that would be really good for everybody. Why did it? What the hell's been going on for the past 3 months where you couldn't just do this before? Like, it is one point very happy that they're actually not only coming, but they're coming inside the set. But also, why the hell did it take so long to get Blazing Warcry and Tarsubaki? I could probably understand why Arius and Celsira didn't come through, but Zero didn't come with the other stuff. Like, please. Also, another thing, notice how every card outside Zero, Celsira, and Arius are all cards relating to Youthquake. All of their cards are promos, and they didn't even have them. Well, that's not true. Versatile Assembler, you had that, but
Look, they just need to put the promos in every bag of sun chips, all right? Trust me.
It does get me ever so slightly looking at this list of promos and reading Blazing Warcry in English only with the understanding that, like, Cody Blaze basically doesn't play this fucking card anymore. I'm like, I'm glad it's here. It is very good that it is on the list, that they're consistent to, like, getting the fucking Youthquake PRs out, but, like, oh
It's too
my
late.
god.
Yeah, it's like you waited till the card is no longer relevant to
Right.
finally bring it.
I mean, it eventually just got to the point, like, because I had the core for that deck for so long, and every time I tried, like, maybe it's playable, or like, but it doesn't have Warcry.
Yep.
And then it just, I think it got to around set 7, once we got the Persona Shield Cycler and the grade 1 promo for it. We're like, oh, fuck, maybe this is functional enough now I don't have to care about Warcry.
It's like you get $10 long after you needed the $10 for something. It's like, I'm glad I have it, but damn, I wish I had it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I still am so upset that they revealed the entirety of Nebula Knights, and then revealed the Nebula Knight promo the same day, same stream. It said, yeah, that's a promo for the next volume of Youthquake. And I was like, so then why is it just not in the set? With all the other cards? Why are you literally selling me an incomplete deck?
They sure did.
It's like, that was the most egregious one. I'm like, oh, this is disgustingly dire. What is wrong with y'all?
Well, you know, it's like a Konami TCG exclusive. You know, you got to sell the deck, then like and then like 3 weeks later, you got to announce part 2 of the deck.
Someone in Bushiroad, Japan really liked Link Haribo.
I like Link Haribo.
Someone.
Or fucking Utopia the Lightning. I remember that card was a fucking obnoxious to get a hold of, though I think that was also partially because that was that period of time where, like, promos had inconsistent legality between different regions of the game. So, like, I think it was like, I might have it backwards. It's either North America was allowed to play it, but Europe wasn't, or the other way around.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. That made no damn sense.
It's like, no, you can play Gallatin in Singapore, but not in North America.
Don't give him any ideas.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here's my thing. Like, people were talking about, like, why on earth are these promos for a manga? And it's like, well, I get it. The idea is like, well, you want to have people to invest in the manga, to actually read it and, you know, enjoy this piece of media from thing, and to, you know, be a nice gesture for people who want to buy it. That works in Japan, where you can actually get the product, and it has worked with Skyrite so far. Because, like, yeah, like, you can just go to 50 cards and actually, like, you know, pre-order the promos. Like, I got 4 copies of Volume 3, like, just kind of sitting waiting. But I can't go to, hold on. Let me check something real quick. But I can't go to Barnes & Noble, search up Cardfight Vanguard, and see a recent manga and see Skyrite on there. Like, literally, I looked at it right here. I have volume 7, 12, and 11, but no actual Skyrite.
So Pizza Hut promos.
I think
Okay.
what bugs me a lot about it too is like, I want to buy the actual manga, right? Like, I
Yes.
want to
Yeah.
own it as a piece of like Vanguard history on my shelf that I can pick back up at any point and just like revisit. I do not mind having to buy a volume of the manga for the promo. Why is there only one copy of the promo per
Right.
volume? I
Mm.
understand the answer. The answer is we have to inflate sales of the manga so they look good. And like,
Mm,
if that works for the Japanese side, cool. Them being fleeced should not be our fucking problem.
r- Look, all right. The entire idol industry is sustained entirely by concert tickets with the chance to get a concert ticket with every CD. Okay, you should be forced to buy 10 CDs.
Don't get started on that, sir. We'll get to idols in a bit.
It really
Oh,
is ridiculous.
so
Like, you're
excited.
gonna buy 4 copies of a manga, go in, find like 3 people, like, all right, you guys might want to read my 3 spare copies of Volume 1, and you start like some chain letter book club.
Right. It's just so fucking wasteful. I'm like, a best case scenario, if I were to buy 4 volumes of a manga, which I have of the same volume,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I which I have yet to do, thankfully. If I were to, I'm like, okay, I guess I can take the other 3 to a local library and be like, can I donate these to you?
Yeah.
Are they like, there's nothing demonic, I think, in them.
Well, shoot, Amon shows up in one of these chapters. I don't
They don't need to know that.
know.
It'll never be on the cover.
It's like, what are you gonna do? Donate them? Go to a good one? Like, I'd like to donate my Vanguard. What?
I mean,
Use them as use them as compost? Like, what are we
I'd say that
doing
because
here?
I'm like, I actually do have that. I have like my 3 extra. I Now, granted, I don't have this the second volume because the promo for volume 2 was cheaper just to buy all the cards. So I was like, let me just get one. Let me get another one for the obvious collecting, one for and then one for donating, so I can at least have that. And then the promos I'll just get a la carte by itself. So it's like that way I can donate. And it's like there is like a consistent line of it because I'm like, I want, if it does help somebody get into Vanguard in some capacity, I will take that.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like, yeah, I understand completely. Like, gosh dang it. Like, I can find the silver lining. I can find the bypass because I grew up in the library. The library was my hood. Like, I grew up in that thing. So I'm like, if I can give back by giving books and manga that people can read in the future, I do that in an instant. I do anything I could to like help out my library. Like, there's some books I haven't read in a long time. I'm like, I could probably give these and donate these to a library. It's been so long, I'm probably not gonna read them. Might as well. Like, why not? But it's like, that's what I could do. Not everyone is going to be like me. Not everyone's gonna be
Right.
wanting to have all these manga. They're just gonna stack up till volume 5 and then donate them all in one fell swoop. Like, that is a logistical problem that just,
Like, how many is just going to like a trash bin?
yeah. Or trash bins, like, I'm afraid to go to recycle bin, but it's like, we don't do that no
Right.
more. It's just
It looks good for the investors, I guess.
okay. Ton, just one second. I need to get this phone call. Any other final thoughts before we move on?
What are they going to do with the Monster Strike card?
I forgot. I mean, we're behind schedule, so I think we'll just put the
When
Bang
until
Dream
set
cards in
13
here
gets
and
announced?
just wait till set 13. Which, another thing to fix is like, hey, Japan, can you just lay off one collab, please? So that we could probably at least catch up. Like, I think set 13 don't need a collab, guys. If set 13 ain't
Right.
good by itself, just don't by itself. Like, one of these you have to just kind of skip just that America can catch up.
For sure.
Yep. All right, next up, we have announcement that the second title booster Token Rambo Online will be released March 20, 2026. So set 3 of Token Rambo. We know that's 140 types of cards. 7 cards there. They have a ceremonial attire. Tekken Rambo rares there. We have the Steak tournaments. I think it's just safe to say, like, I think we just kind of say it. Token Rambo is just officially grandfathered in. I feel like this is just our official 25th clan.
No, always has been.
Yeah, but I think I don't think we can just annoy if they're actually giving us the good Token Rambo sets. Like, now all we need is just the stride set to just pop in somehow. Like, we get it. Like, hey, you know what? That's a good idea for England, for Japan. It's like, hey, can you just reprint the Token Rambo stuff, the Token Rambo stride stuff, and put it in a set, and we could probably just like get it so that they have that English has access to it in premium. That'd be cool. Like, find
That would be cool.
Like, find some way to import that, please.
Right.
We're also asking Japan to reprint a stride. So like,
I mean, we're getting those new orders next week, so like it's not like they've stopped, you know. It's just, hey man, can you please, for the one time?
yeah,
Like, I think we've gotten enough consistency to actually let Token Rambo have its stride support now. But that's just kind of like a small little thing. And last thing, official announcement, which will lead to where we're doing later, a trailer for the next Cardfight Vanguard Defiance season, which will begin in January. It's called the Genma Star Battle Arc, according to the translation. So, woohoo, more Faded Clash.
Yay! It just keeps going.
I remember literally today I just Mari was talking about, like, it's so crazy how Akina is constantly like fighting all these things, and like you just think, and then you're just not going to be probably involved with it at all. And I just put a tweet saying, like, going like, Akina having to fight for his life for supernatural abilities for the 3rd time in 2 years. You and I just put that gif of like that cat like running around the field.
Like, legit.
Like, that boy is like the one time he's allowed to just not fight for his life in supernatural activities, everyone is mad at him.
which is ridiculous in my humble. The people have snapped, and I'm trying to figure out who caused this.
The answer is Igni.
Who?
Ignidius, the Shadowverse streamer.
Oh my god.
I'm joking. Keep in mind, I am joking. I'm not officially saying that the reason, but it's like it's more like it was kind of like boiling under the surface, and then all of a sudden he made that thing. Like, I think I'm just gonna drop the vines.
Like I've been like rethinking things. I'm like,
and then after that, it's like everyone the floodgates opened. Of like,
right, but I'm just like, wait, no. This counter didn't get worse. What?
We'll talk about it in a moment.
We are like you're like on the door of the segment.
Yeah, but I have to do what I need to do here.
Oh my god.
So, on that note, we are currently now done with the news. However, this also means that we are now done with the basic episode of the Out of Pocket podcast. Why am I saying this? Because now we're gonna go straight into the Divine spoiler cast. So, this is kind of the point where I could do like a small conclusion. So, for example, if you don't want to listen to the actual spoiler cast and you were just enjoying the entire rest of the show, thanks y'all for tuning in. You can go ahead and leave now, pretty much, because the rest of the discussion is just going to be about some card game anime. Otherwise, you can stay and continue on. So, say bye, guys. We're not leaving, but, just for the people who are leaving because they don't want to be here for the spoiler cast.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, well, good night, everybody. Or good morning in our case.
Good morning.